Hello YouTube, it's Rom from Ramen Noodles TCG, and today I will be bringing you my Punk Virtual World deck profile. Since we've already been over the Virtual World cards, I figured it would be best to start with the extra deck for this one. So let's get right into it. So for the Punk stuff, we are playing the 1 Jam Dragon Drive and the 1 number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So if you've seen my Punk videos, you'll know that Punk is really good at making level 8 synchros and rank 8 exceeds. So we use the Punk engine to make Dragon Drive, and then Dragon Drive's effect will let her search a level 3 psychic. In this case, we usually grab Lulu, or sometimes Nian Nian if we already have Lulu. And then we can make a rank 8. We use Photon Lord to set up a monster negate. This monster negate helps us play around hand traps like Nibiru and Ash as well. So this protects our combo before we do the Virtual World combo. So because we have the Nibiru insurance, we are able to play a more high investment combo, which is why I am playing this as a 9-axis build. So for the 9-axis synchros, we are playing Croc, Xiaofeng, and Cloud Castle. Unless you're playing a 9-axis build, you usually don't play these. They're really good to help you make the rank 9s, but other than that, they're not very good on their own. So Croc draws you a card on summon. It's basically just Charge Warrior, but level 9. It has another effect to discard 2 cards to pop a card on the field, but you never use the effect, you just overlay it to make a rank 9. We have Xiaofeng. This card has a lot of text, but the only effect we really use is the effect where if it's destroyed by a card effect, or battle, I guess, but you pop it with Chuche. If it's destroyed by a card effect, you can search a tuner. So some combos will involve you summoning Xiaofeng, using Chuche to pop the Xiaofeng. Xiaofeng will search you Lao Lao, and that's where Cloud Castle comes in. So Cloud Castle revives a level 9 monster on summon. So you make Cloud Castle, you can revive Xiaofeng, or any level 9 really, and then Xyz summon your rank 9. This play also comes up in grind games, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. For the big rank 9 boss, we are playing Levitin, Generator Boss of Shadows, and the Jormungandr to pair with it. So Levitin is an absolute house. It came out in Photon Hypernova, and it made Generator a lot better, but we can use this as well. So it has a quick effect to tribute itself, summon the Jormungandr, and then attach cards from the field or graveyard to the Jormungandr, up to the number of materials that was on the Levitin. So you'll make this usually with 2 monsters. So you can activate the effect and then just suck up 2 cards either on your opponent's field or in their graveyard, which is just incredible. An incredible form of removal. And Jormungandr is just a guy who is really large. It gains attack equal to the number of Xyz materials times 1,000. And it has a quick effect to let both players draw a card after detaching an Xyz material, and then both players must attach a card from their hand or field to it. You can attach gates with this and then detach them, which is a pretty funny way to get advantage. But yeah, this is the main power play of the deck. That's why we're playing the Cloud Castle and the Croc and Xiaofeng. Going second, you can make this, and you can crack boards with this. This is a really good out to Avermax, for example. It doesn't out unaffected monsters, obviously, but it beats monsters with targeting protection and destruction protection. Really good form of removal. So yeah, you can use Cloud Castle to make this going second as well. So it's pretty cool. Onto the normal Virtual World stuff. We are playing the Shen Shen, the Charge Warrior for draws, the Juju, the Vermilion as our synchros. I couldn't find space for Coral Dragon, sadly. I had to pick between Charge Warrior and Coral Dragon, and Charge Warrior comes up more often in your combos. Because we're not making Ultimate Zulkin, I didn't feel the need for a tuner synchro. For the generic Xyz, we are playing the 1M7, the 1 Wallow. Wallow is a beast. If you haven't read this card, I believe I'm not sure if I showed this off in the other video, but it's really good. It boosts all your monsters by 100 attack per card in your opponent's graveyard, and then it can just detach 2 materials to steal a card from your opponent's graveyard. So it can steal monsters, and it can steal spell traps. The funny part about this is if your opponent D-barriers you, call Synchro, you can make Wallow and take their D-barrier, which I find really funny. And like, you can do a lot of stuff with that. It's really good. Then we are playing the Jaja and the Zeus. Zeus is obviously enabled by Jaja. Zeus is just a good card. Sadly, we can't find room for extra materials. I couldn't find room for Downard or Gaia Dragon, unfortunately, so we just have to play the 1 Jaja and the Zeus, but it is what it is. The extras are really tight in this sort of build. So, onto the main deck, we are playing, for the Virtual World cards, we are playing the 3 Lulu, 3 Lao Lao, 3 Lily, 3 Gigi, 1 Yan Yan, 1 Tutu for the monsters. This is very standard. If you are unsure how these work, you can watch my last Virtual World video. I go more in depth there, but the Tutu is new. I didn't play her in the other build. Tutu is an okay extender. She's not amazing, so you don't play her in all Virtual World builds. But if you're playing like a 9-axis build, she's a great extender to get you into higher level synchros. And if you're playing a more 6-axis build that has like ranked 6 Xyz, you want to have her as a level 6 extender. So she's fine. She can't discard. She summons herself from the graveyard by discarding a Psychic or a Worm, and that has the lock. She comes back as a tuner, which is cool. But the fact that you can't discard Yates with this kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm only playing the 1 Yan Yan this time. I have a ton of E-Tele targets because I'm playing the Punks, so only 1 is necessary. I'm not playing Desires, so I can afford to play the 1 Yan Yan. For the gates, we are playing the 3 Kowloon to find the gates. We are playing 3 Qinglong, 2 Chuche, 1 Xuanwu. This is pretty standard. I was talking to Cooper about this. Actually, he was the one who helped me come up with this build. Shoutouts to him. He's pretty well known in the VW community. He's like a really good dueling book warrior. He has like a couple regional tops and stuff. So yeah, he's pretty good. But yeah, his build was playing only 2 Qinglong. I decided to play the 3rd one. In Punk VW, you're always, like with the Punks, you have Foxy Tune to discard. So Foxy Tune discard Qinglong is a pretty nice power play there. Also, with the Punks, you used your normal. So you really want to see a gate. Kowloon is ideal to see, but if you don't see Kowloon, seeing Qinglong can help with that. So yeah. Alright, now the moment we've all been waiting for, the Punk engine. We are playing the 3 E-Tele, obviously. More Punk starters. The 3 Xiamen, the 1 Foxy Tune, and 1 Deer Note. E-Tele just summons Xiamen or Nian Yan. But Xiamen is the main way you get to Dragon Drive. So Xiamen pays 6 to add a Punk monster from your deck to your hand. So you add Foxy Tune, and Foxy Tune can send herself from the hand to the graveyard, and then discard a card to special summon a Punk from deck. So you go Foxy Tune, you go Xiamen, add Foxy Tune, discard itself to summon Deer Note from the deck. Deer Note revives a punk when she's sent from the field to the graveyard. So you summon the Deer Note with the Foxy Tune, you make Dragon Drive, and then Deer Note revives back Foxy Tune for the rank 8. Xiamen is a really strong normal summon, which Virtual World is lacking. Like I said before, it can be a bit awkward because sometimes you need your normal to make a Virtual World plays on occasion when you don't draw Kowloon. But Xiamen is just so powerful. I think she's worth playing at 3, and especially because you're playing the other 2 bricks. Foxy Tune and Deer Note are bricks a little bit. In Cooper's build, he was playing 1 copy of Ogre Dance to search Xiamen. Basically, the idea behind that is if you draw Foxy Tune to start, you can Foxy Tune effect, summon Xiamen, Xiamen search Ogre Dance search a second Xiamen, and then you have a rank 3 Xyz. I didn't like that. That seems kind of like a weird play. It's only good going second, and if you have to resolve all that, you're probably not going to be able to resolve all that going second. So I thought going for the Ogre Dance was a bridge too far as normals. I was considering playing 2 Xiamen, 1 Ogre Dance, but that plays into Droll a little bit, which I did not like. So yeah, that's how I landed on these ratios. Very good for making Photon Lord and searching your Lulu. So onto the generics. For the staples, I was able to find 9 slots for hand traps, so we were playing 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Nibiru. Ash and Imperm are really generic. Nib is specifically for Unchained. This will depend on what your local meta is, obviously, as far as like what hand traps you play. I actually don't see a lot of Unchained at my locals, but this is just for like theory crafting purposes. I felt like Nib is pretty okay this format. Unchained can play through Nib, but they usually can't play through Nib plus another hand trap, which is the idea behind this. You can play like bystials if you wanted to, but yeah, there's a lot of different stuff you can do with that. I tried to find room for a little more hand traps, but I don't think you can. You can maybe cut a Xiamen, but that's really about it as far as space for hand traps. Let's start with a sample combo. For this combo, we need 2 discards, Xiamen or E-Telly, and Kowloon. So to start off, we are going to normal Xiamen. The reason we normal the Xiamen before we activate Kowloon is that if we reveal that we're on Punk Virtual World, our opponent may just be thinking that we're going to Dragon Drive search Lulu, but if we don't Kowloon first, if we Xiamen first, then our opponent may believe we are on like Gold Pride Punk or Punk Pure or something, and they may try to hold an Ash Blossom for Rising Carp. Because if they Ash like the Xiamen, for example, they may be worried about us having like Foxy Tune already in hand because, you know, Punk plays multiple of that, but we don't. So anyway, normal Xiamen, Xiamen effect, search Foxy Tune effect, discard itself and one of the discards, grab Deer Note from deck. We are going to Synchro Summon, JM Dragon Drive. We will go Dragon Drive as Chainlink 1, and Deer Note as Chainlink 2, notice to Chain Blocking Ash, reviving Foxy Tune, and grabbing Lulu from the deck. We can now overlay for Photon Lord. Now we have a monster negate. And now we can pop off with Virtual World. So we're going to Kowloon for Chuche. We're going to Lulu target the Chuche. Send Qinglong, add Lily. We are going to Lily target the Chuche. Sending Qinglong and Nian Nian. We are going to activate the Qinglong. searching a copy of GG, discarding the other discard. We are going to GG effect, target the Chuche, sending a Lao Lao from the deck to the graveyard. Because we have summoned a level 3, we can activate Nyan Nyan. She is now a tuner. So now from this position, we want to go for Vermilion Dragon Mech. Now we can Vermilion pop, banish itself to pop itself, or banish the Lao Lao to pop itself. Vermilion effect will add back the Lao Lao. Now we can Lao Lao target the Nyan Nyan. We already have a another Qinglong engrave, so we can just send like whatever we want, really. We can send like the Tutu, we can send Trap. I think it's best to send Xuanwu here, just because you want the other Chuche to stay in deck, because it's easy to get back if your opponent outs it, if it's in the deck. So I think just sending Xuanwu here is better, because we're not going to be activating any more names. We've already activated all of them. So we're going to send the Xuanwu to summon the Lao Lao, and then we get to revive the Lili. Now here's where some Saw starts. Can synchro summon Cloud Castle. Cloud Castle will activate. You can summon back the Dragon Mech. Now, you could go straight into Leviathan and then make Shen Shen, or you can synchro these two into Chaofeng. Vermilion Dragon Mech, it's a soft once per turn for some reason. Banish these Yamen, pop the Chaofeng. Chaofeng effect can search you Ash Blossom, and then you can make Leviathan. With the GG recovering a Lulu. Or you can not do that, not make Chaofeng, and instead just make Shen Shen, and then end on this. This is a monster negate, the Leviathan suck, the Chuche is live, and Shen Shen is big chillin'. Now we're going to take a moment to do some quick test hands. While I'm shuffling, I'd like to talk about some things. So I did see that a Virtual World player made top 64 at YCS Dortmund. A player by the name of Ruben Lima. He's from Spain. I did see his list. I thought it was very interesting. I wanted to have him come on the channel. He's not on Twitter, so I had to contact him through a friend. I even had one of my friends from Mexico ready to come on to do some translation for us, but I never got a response back, unfortunately. But I will still be doing a coverage of the feature match, because I thought it was very interesting, and it's definitely going to be cool to analyze. And it's going to be cool to talk about the list, so I will be doing that. So it's good to see one of us succeeding. A win for one of us Virtual World players is always great to see. So let's start with a test hand. This is not a great hand. Drawing the brick is not ideal, and drawing Xuanwu is also not ideal. But let's see if we can make it work. So we're going to start by normal summoning Ziyaman, paying 6 to activate her effect. We should add Foxy Tune here. We can use the Deer Note effect in hands to special, discarding the Foxy Tune. Going for Jam Dragon Drive, activating the Jam Dragon Drive as Chainlink 1 and the Deer Note as Chainlink 2. We will revive back the Foxy Tune and add a Lulu to hand. So we're going to overlay for Photon Lord. And it's going to be kind of hard to continue from here. because we have a Lulu and Xinglong, which is kind of weird. With just Lulu, Xinglong, we can still make some stuff, but it gets, we don't get access to Chuche, unless we do basically nothing. Is there any way to get access to Chuche? I don't believe there is. Yeah, we don't get access to Chuche this way, so we have to just Xinglong, Lulu, target Xinglong, send a trap in, I guess we send the Chuche. Yeah, because we already drew the Xuanwu, so we have to send Chuche. We can send, or we can search, what do we want to search here? If we want to go for Leviton, I believe we can still get there. Or we could just chill with Shen Shen. I think GG's the pick here. Because we already have a trap. So we're going to summon our Lulu. Then we're going to GG target Lulu. We're going to send Xinglong. Summon out the GG. Now we can Xinglong discard Xuanwu, but gotta figure out where we want to go with this. Yeah, so we can go for, I think we're probably going to go for, yeah, we're definitely going to go for some kind of a big Lao Lao play. I think here we can just make Charge Warrior. I want to say make Charge Warrior. That feels the most natural to me. So we're going to go for Charge Warrior effect to draw a card. Draw Imperm, that's pretty solid. We can Xinglong effects. Grab ourselves a Lao Lao. Ditching the Xuanwu, Lao Lao effect, target Xinglong. Sending Nian Nian. Bringing back the GG, and then Nian Nian will trigger, summoning herself as a tuner. So now we're in this board state. We still have the Xuanwu revive. We can also do a couple more things here. The only name we haven't yet used is Lily. I think we just make Croc here. Yeah, I think Croc is the play. So we want a Croc draw card, so we can go for Croc. Can draw a card off of Croc. Another Imperm, it's pretty solid. Then we can make Shen Shen here. We can either overlay these two for Leviton immediately and just have the Shen Shen under the Leviton as follow-up, because it doesn't lose to board breakers like evenly matched or really anything, because the Shen Shen will always go to the graveyard because it's an Xyz material. But we can actually keep going here. So we have the Xuanwu engraved, so we can activate Xuanwu, revive back Lao Lao. We can Chuche effects, modulate Lao Lao up to a 9. Well, after discarding for the Xuanwu, of course, and then we can overlay for Leviton. And then in the end phase, we can grab back either the Lulu or the, well, no, just the Lala's under the Leviton. So we'll grab back the Lulu with GG, and we have, well, we obviously set the Imperm. So we have the Leviton, suck 2, return tribute Leviton, summon Jormungandr, and then suck 2 under the Jormungandr. We have the Photon Lord negate. We have the Shen Shen macro just chillin'. And then we have follow-up in the Lulu and 2 hand traps, which is quite good. So that was Punk Virtual World. I hope you enjoyed. As far as future content, I've been doing a lot of testing for post Age of Overlord. I was going to make videos on some of the decks I've been testing, but testing hasn't been going super well. The decks haven't been panning out as much as I hoped. I do have some more ideas. The budget virtual world deck will be coming up. I'm also going to be at YCS Richmond, so I'll probably make some sort of content about that, either like a vlog of some kind, or deck profiles for me and my friends, or deck profiles of people who have interesting decks. Like if I see something saucy, I might ask them to, you know, I can film a deck profile and put it on the channel. So yeah, if you enjoyed and want to see more content, subscribe to Ramen Noodles TCG. Thank you.